Hajimashita, Kunyoju and welcome back to World of Tanks Blitz, and today we have the honor of watching Bronyman50 in his stocky 75, and pretty much, how is he going to be able to get an ace tanker on a tank that is stock, and pretty much it's rather quite challenging. And pretty much he's got the weak turret and he's got the weak gun right here, so pretty much, let's see how he's going to be able to do some devastation on this round. So pretty much he positions himself on this debris right here on the rubble, and he side scrapes. And pretty much I really like the way that he's playing, how he's playing this. He's side scraping on the E75 because you really couldn't get shot on your lower glacis, much like any other German tank. And pretty much, guys, you have to note that the E75, while it's very solid, you really don't have that much armor on the lower glacis, and pretty much everyone is going to be dragged out to shoot gold on your lower plate. So he puts a shot on that IS-8, and also I did notice that he got shot from the top of his cupola right there. He's using his stock turret is rather weak. It's not as durable as the top turret as usual, and pretty much what he could be doing here is probably he could be pushing on that T-32, which has a really weak penetration. Doesn't really have that much good penetration as well. So I hope he could be able to bounce some shots off him. And yeah, he does. Put another shot into him. Can he? Yes, he can. Amazing. And pretty much things are looking quite smooth here for Bronyman right here. And he turns around because he sees a T-49 and a T-54 that are flanking around. He has to really show his hull, his front hull, because the E-75 has good strengths. One of the strengths of the E-75 is the frontal hull. And pretty much what he could do here is pretty much he needs to just push over right over there before turning around. So let's see what he's going to be able to do right here. Right, game put a shot on the T-54. Unfortunately, couldn't. This T-54 just retreats. Now the E-75 is it's an absolutely amazing machine. It has those typical weaknesses of a German heavy. Notice how he got shot frontally by the T-54 and got set on fire. Pretty much the problem with the German heavies is that the transmission is mounted on the front of the hull, which means that the likelihood of getting yourself on fire is at an all-time high, but not really that high. Unless you mount some equipment, or like an improved fuel where you could actually get less on fire. So now he needs to go chase this KV-5. This KV-5 is the only tank in the enemy team left. What could he be able to do right here? Of course, it's simple as doing some face-ups. And where do you shoot a KV-5? Of course, the R2D2 turret on the front. Although pretty much, this KV-5 got really buffed a few patches ago. And the KV-5 is quite harder to penetrate by some tier 7s, but not by some tier 8s. There's still some tanks that are capable of penetrating the KV-5's front, like the STA-1 or the Centurion-1, for example. So anyway, he focuses on this KV-5. You gotta shoot the R2D2 turret. Come on, Bronyman. Come on, you've got to finish this guy off. Come on. He put another shot onto him. And unfortunately, that shot bounced. And I like the way how he's really bouncing off, and this KV-5 really has no clue where to shoot at him. This KV-5 shoots him, and Bronyman finishes off that KV-5. So that was quite an amazing round right there, and he's played it on a stocky 75, positioning himself on the rubble, side scraping before he notices that that T-32 was isolated, prompting him to push and finishing off that T-32 before going around and taking care of the T-54 and then dealing with the KV-5 right here. And notice how many bounces that he took, but pretty much you also did notice how his turret took a shot from the IS-8. and how he got set on fire by being shot right here. So pretty much when you're using on an E75, try to hide your lower glazes as much as possible, because apparently the frontal transmission is located at the front and you're gonna have some frequency of fires a lot more often. So let's go take a look at the after game stats and see how much Bronyman50 had done. So here we go, and that was an absolutely amazing of a round there. Bronyman dealt 4,350 damage with 3 kills. He picked up himself an ace tanker, and pretty much picking up an ace tanker in Snow Tank is quite something a little bit challenging in my opinion. And also he picked up a high caliber and a steel wall for bouncing a lot of those shots, and amazingly doing a lot of side scraping and hull angling. So Bronyman50, thank you so much for being able to send your replay. I'm absolutely blessed to be able to do commentary on your replays. And let's go take a look at the second picture. He also is on the top of the pack. He dealt the highest damage and the highest XP as well. So Bronyman50, thank you so much again. And if you guys enjoyed watching this video, please consider giving it a like down below, subscribe, and don't forget to send in your best replays down in my email address below. I will leave it there for you guys. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. You've all been awesome, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video and in the battlefield.